One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Sun Bowl, home field for the UTEP Miners. And the Mountaineers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the UTEP Miners offense will get the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Pressure coming. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 35. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw at St. Clair. Flips it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Miners in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about UTEP. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And the Miners will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the run, it's Scott. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he got loose. It's a running room. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this 1st quarter after that play. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, UTEP! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Jumped on top of the pile. Let's talk about App State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight end.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, UTEP. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 7 over Duke. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And they'll knock him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He leaves it with his back. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Niners.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down, got to use their time wisely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Makes the grab. It's Scott. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. They're setting up the screen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Going to the run to start this second half. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Scott. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some score. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's in incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got a little space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Give to the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll go right back to the run. Fights off the defender. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the left. He breaks a tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Scott. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Mountaineers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, UTEP. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. They're trailing by 10 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The give to the back. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Give as they work on that clock. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Shit.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ogden. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Miners are moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Miners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Bland. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got a man. It's Smith.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee.
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Inside the 40. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation.